students, in this video I will explain about magnetic properties of solids. Here magnetic properties of substances have their origin in electrons. As we know that an electrically charged motion particle produces a magnetic field. So an electrically charged, in the sense it could involve in the formation of positively charged or negatively charged. So here we are going to considering here negatively charged electron. So that negatively charged electron, or that is in the formation of one particle in motion produces a magnetic field. As a similar case, the negatively charged electron or particle exhibits its orbital motion around the nucleus and spin around its own axis. So correspondingly we have the orbital magnetic moment along the axis of rotation and spin magnetic moment along the spin axis. Means here you should remember that one point that is included, that orbital magnetic moment produces the along the axis of rotation. At the same time, here spin magnetic moment produces along the spin axis. So this is the point you should remember here, which type of one magnetic moment it will be produced, which type of over here rotation. So similarly, therefore each electron may be considered as a small magnet having a very small resultant permanent magnetic moment. So here you should remember that each type of electron may considered as small magnet, having a very small resultant permanent magnetic moment. So it is expressed in the formation of Bohr magneton. The Bohr magneton, it is represented in the formation of mu b. So that is equal to, that value of Bohr magneton is represented as 9.27 into 10 to the power of minus 24 ampere meter square. It is a very important point. You should remember that in a short note question there is a possibility to ask what is the value of Bohr magneton. So there is a possibility to ask short note question, that is the value of Bohr magneton, that is mu b is equal to 9.27 into 10 to the power of minus 24 ampere meter square. It's a very important short notes, so you should remember that. Then next one is known as classification of magnetic substances. Here on the basis of magnetic properties, based on the magnetic properties, substances are classified into 5 categories. That is diamagnetic substances, paramagnetic substances, ferromagnetic substances, antiferromagnetic substances, and finally ferrimagnetic substances. So here one by one let us learn about that. So these are the mainly 5 types of classification are involved in the magnetic substances. So now we should learn one by one, and what are the concepts are involved in each type of substances. Let us learn about that. That is the first one, diamagnetic substances. So first one is diamagnetic substances. Here the name itself indicates that dia means paired. Dia means paired. Here, what are the concepts involved in diamagnetic substances? Here, these substances are weakly repelled by magnetic field. So here, points wise, you should remember that these type of substances are weakly repelled by a magnetic field. So here you should remember that these type of substances are weakly repelled by magnetic field. If we are placing here one of the magnetic field, we are placing of here diamagnetic substances, indicates that these are going to weakly repelled by the magnetic field. Similarly, if we consider the examples like sodium chloride crystals and water, benzene, titanium dioxide, etc. So here they do not contain any unpaired electron. So these type of substances usually do not contain any unpaired electron. So here the magnetic moments due to paired electrons get cancelled out, because here why the magnetic moment will get cancelled out, in the sense the name itself you should remember that magnetic field, it will be get cancelled. Why it will be get cancelled out? Because these type of substances are paired in nature. So if like this they will be arranged, these paired electrons will get cancelled out due to the paired in nature, so that they are weakly magnetized in magnetic field in opposite direction only. So this is about diamagnetic substances. You should remember that dia means paired, and these type of substances are weakly repelled by magnetic field. Why it will be weakly repelled? It is due to the it do not contains any unpaired electron, so that it will be weakly repelled by the magnetic substances. So examples you should be remember. Then second one, paramagnetic substances. Let us learn about that paramagnetic substances. So second one is paramagnetic substances. These substances, here the name itself indicates that para means single. Para means single, or in the formation of unpaired. So here these type of substances are weakly attracted by magnetic field. You should remember here these are weakly attracted by magnetic field. For example, oxygen molecule O2, Fe3 plus ion and Cu2 plus, etc. So here they contain one or more unpaired electron. Here what it will get happen, here they contain one or more unpaired electron, so that they are magnetized in a magnetic field in the same direction also, because they will be contains only one or more unpaired electrons. So it will contains unpaired electrons. It is indicates that they will get magnetized. Unpaired electron, if it is consist, they will get magnetized even though if it will be present in same direction. So on removing magnetic field, they lost the magnetism. You should remember here, if we remove the magnetic field, whenever the magnetic field it will be get removes, then only they lost their magnetism. Up to that they won't the losing of magnetism. So these are the point you should remember, that unpaired electrons, so these are weakly attracted by magnetic field. Why it will be weakly attracted? Due to the it will consist one or more unpaired electrons. So even though it will be consist in a same direction, it will be get magnetized by magnetic field due to the unpaired electrons. So these are the examples. So these are the concept. It is involved in paramagnetic substances. Now a third one is ferromagnetic substances. Third one is ferromagnetic substances. So in these substances are strongly attracted by magnetic field, means these substances are strongly attracted by a magnetic field. So examples you can consider as iron, cobalt, nickel, etc. So here they can permanently magnetize it. Here it is not a temporary case, it will be permanently magnetized. So in this case of large amount of paramagnetism, so why it will be attracted strongly by a magnetic field? Because here in solid state metal ions are grouped into small regions are called as domains. So here in solid state metal ions are grouped into small regions. So that small regions are called as here domains. So here it is also very important for short note question, define domains. So here each domain act as a tiny magnet. In unmagnetized state the domains are randomly oriented and their magnetic moments get cancelled. So here what it will get happen in the sense, in unmagnetized state these domains are randomly oriented. So due to the randomly oriented and their magnetic moment get cancelled out. The magnetic moment will be get cancelled out. Their magnetic moment will get cancelled out. So similarly in magnetic field these domains are oriented in the direction of the magnetic field, hence a strong magnetic effect is produced. So here what you should remember that in unmagnetized state they are randomly oriented, so their magnetic moment will be cancelled. But in case of magnetic field, what it will be get happen, these domains are oriented in the direction of the magnetic field, means they will be oriented in same direction, so they are a strong magnetic effect is produced. So this ordered arrangement persists even when the magnetic field is removed. So here whenever there is absence of magnetic field, even though their process will get continued. So this is about the ferromagnetic substances. So these are very strongly attracted by a magnetic field, and here you should remember that domains, there is a possibility to ask short note question, define domains. So next one, antiferromagnetic substances. So fourth type of substances, that is antiferromagnetic substances. They are substances expected to have high paramagnetism. So here they are expected to be high paramagnetism, but it possesses zero net magnetic moment. So they contain equal number of domains oriented in opposite direction. So in this case, what it will get happen in the sense, they contain equal number of domains oriented in opposite direction. So their magnetic moment will get cancelled out. So example, manganese oxide. So here if you want to see here, antiferromagnetic substances, the name itself indicates that anti means here opposite. Ferromagnetic substances, it will be strongly attracted, but here they have to possess permanent high paramagnetism, but it do not possess any high paramagnetism because they will have a zero net magnetic moment. Why it will have a zero net means they contain equal number of domains are arranged or oriented in opposite direction. So their magnetic moment will get cancelled out. So example, manganese oxide. So fifth one, that is last type of substances, that is ferrimagnetic substances. Last type of substance is known as ferrimagnetic substances. Here these substances possess unequal number of domains. Here they will possess unequal number of domains oriented in opposite directions. Hence they have some magnetic moment. Therefore they are weakly attracted by magnetic field compared to ferromagnetic substances. So these are weakly attracted by a magnetic field compared to ferromagnetic substances. So for examples, magnetite, that is Fe3O4, ferrites like MgFe2O4, etc. Above a particular temperature, these substances become paramagnet. Above 850 K magnetic, this magnetite becomes paramagnetic. So here if we apply the temperature, that is above 850 K Kelvin, these magnetic substances becomes paramagnetic. So whenever they will be produced paramagnetic, usually they will have a strong magnetic moment whenever apply the magnetic field. So this is about the ferrimagnetic substances. Now we will learn about schematic alignment of magnetic moments in ferromagnetic, antiferromagnetic and ferrimagnetic substances. Here you can observe that three types of magnetic substances, that is ferromagnetic substances, antiferromagnetic substances and ferrimagnetic substances. Here this representation, this arrow mark, it is called as here domains. In this case, or you can say that paired or unpaired electrons. So here all are arranged in first one, ferromagnetic substances. What it will get happen here, these are very strongly attracted by magnetic field because they will contain the unpaired electron or domains are arranged in same direction of magnetic field. All the domains are arranged in same direction. So second one, that is antiferromagnetic, they will contains equal number of opposite domains. Here just you can see here, this will get paired, it will be get cancelled out. Whenever it will be paired, it will be get cancelled out. Like that, it will have a equal number of domains are arranged. Then similarly, third one, ferrimagnetic, here unequal number of domains oriented in opposite direction. So here there is not the question of here equal numbers, equal direction or equal number of domains are arranged in same direction or opposite direction. Here they are arranged in unequal number of domains oriented in opposite direction. So this is about the schematic representation or schematic alignment of magnetic moments in these three types of substances. So by this we have finished of magnetic properties of solids. So it is also very important concept. There is a possibility to ask a short note questions, explain the magnetic properties of a solid state, or there is a possibility to ask define diamagnetic substances, paramagnetic substances, what are domains, like that. In board examination there is a possibility to ask questions. So just you can understand this type of concept. Up to this it's enough for the magnetic properties of solids. So if you have any doubts, please comment and subscribe our channel. Thank you.